Do you want to find out which altcoin is going to give you an easy 10x within this bull run? Yes, we're talking about stacks and a 1000% pump towards the upside. We're going to first of all find out what is stacks, what can we expect. We're also going to compare Bitcoin versus stacks, but most importantly guys, I'm going to show you exactly why we could expect this major pump towards the upside. So if you want to be profitable within this bull market, you need to watch the video until the end. Smash up the like button and welcome back to B4Crypto. Yes, we're going to talk about stacks. So we're going to go over to CoinMarketCap to find out exactly what is stacks. Stacks is a Bitcoin layer for smart contracts. It enables smart contracts and decentralized applications to use Bitcoin as an asset and settle transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. And keep in mind guys, Bitcoin is the only decentralized network and the only decentralized blockchain. Bitcoin is the largest, most valuable and most durable decentralized asset, actually the only decentralized asset. The stacks layer unlocks 500 billion in Bitcoin capital using the Bitcoin layer 1 as settlement for decentralized applications. So yes, a lot of developers can build decentralized application for any decentralized finance or even payment method, but guys, the list goes on and it is just endless. So this is the first fundamental value that we can see for stacks building on a decentralized network like Bitcoin. But let's go over to the stacks homepage. Activate the Bitcoin economy with the leading Bitcoin layer 2. So yes guys, this is a layer 2 built on top of Bitcoin so that all these developers can build decentralized apps, and this is one of the main features. But let's carry on. Nakamoto upgrade. Stacks is getting faster and more secure. Fast transaction, full Bitcoin finality and a 1 trillion Bitcoin economy. So this is just great guys, building on a decentralized network which is secure and also adopted. Bitcoin is the most familiar adopted crypto asset, giving builders access to enormous user base and untapped capital. Over $1 trillion in latent capital is waiting for builders, founders and creators to activate it, because this is going to be the future. First of all, Bitcoin is going to be the monetary future. Yes, Bitcoin is a decentralized, honest and fair monetary system, and we need to change guys. And yes, we're going to look at stacks because a lot of people can't afford to buy one whole Bitcoin. So yes, you can buy several of stacks, and we're going to find out exactly what we could expect within this bull run. So let's go over to the charts. First of all, we're going to look at stacks on the monthly chart, and we can see it was created roundabout in 2019. So this was just before the previous Bitcoin cycle started. This was the previous bottom exactly here, and in the previous bull run we saw this massive pump for stacks all the way to the levels of $3.27. And yes, during this bear market we came all the way back down to the levels of 20 cents, and now we saw this major pump all the way back up, forming a new all-time high. But first of all, we're going to find out which percentage gain we made in the previous bull run. So if you would have invested exactly at the bottom, we're going to take a conservative bottom, not all the way at this wick. Just from this consolidation exactly here, this was a percentage gain of 3,872% from the bottom all the way to the all-time high. And now let's look at the percentages that you would have made exactly from the previous bear market bottom all the way to the swing high, the new all-time high. This was a pump of 1,800%. So yes, you can see that this coin really gave you some good profits. But is it a good opportunity to buy exactly here? First of all guys, we're going to compare Bitcoin and also stacks, because the big thing is stacks is built on Bitcoin, and yes, if Bitcoin is going to get a major pump towards the upside, then we could expect that stacks is going to outperform Bitcoin, and we're going to find out exactly that because we're going to compare Bitcoin and also stacks. So first of all, on the top we have the chart of Bitcoin on the weekly chart. This means that each candlestick represents 1 week, and this green line represents the previous halving that we had in the year 2020. So this was round about September 2020 when this parabolic major move for Bitcoin started towards the upside. We're going to look at the percentages, because can you see that the price movement of stacks is similar to Bitcoin? And one of the reasons is because stacks is built on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin sees a major push towards the upside, we could expect the same for stacks, just with higher percentages. And once again, this is a reason why you should first of all invest in stacks. Yes, your overall goal is to hold Bitcoin, but you can diversify your profits from stacks into Bitcoin. This is going to be a great strategy to maximize your Bitcoin holdings, because if we're going to look at the percentages where we saw this parabolic run towards the upside for stacks all the way to all-time high, we saw a percentage gain on stacks of 3,362%. And in the same period of time, Bitcoin from this parabolic run towards the upside saw a pump of 600%. So yes, you can see that in the previous bull market, stacks outperformed Bitcoin. But let's find out even more, because if we're going to take the price movement exactly from the bottom, where Bitcoin found the bottom in the previous bear market, all the way to the swing high before we had this major consolidation, yes, this was a pump of 104%, and in the same time period, we're going to look at stacks all the way from these levels all the way to the swing high. This was a pump of 533%. So yes, this was 5 times as much as Bitcoin. But let's carry on. We're going to look at the price movement from the previous swing low all the way to the current price movement. This was a pump of 82%. So if you would have bought exactly where we had this major fear in the markets a few weeks ago, you would have been up 82% already. And let's look at Bitcoin. In the same time period, Bitcoin went all the way from the swing low to the current price movement up 30%. So yes, you can see that stacks is outperforming Bitcoin. But if we go back on the monthly chart, yes guys, we could expect this major pump towards the upside. And if we're going to take the Fibonacci retracement levels all the way from the swing high all the way to the swing low, we could expect the conservative price target being the 4.618 Fibonacci retracement level round about the $15 level. So this would be a percentage gain exactly from the current price movement all the way to the target. This would be a pump of 600%. But guys, I could even expect that we're going to see this pump all the way to the $22 level, because remember, if Bitcoin is going to see this major pump towards the upside, breaking the 100,000 US dollar level, yes, Bitcoin is going to be in price discovery mode. If we're going to break this major resistance, and we could expect that Bitcoin is going to come at least all the way to the 100, 120, or even 180,000 US dollar level. I could even expect that stacks could go even higher. And yes, a lot of people don't know what we could expect during this bull market. Just remember guys, we saw that stacks went from the bottom all the way to the swing high. This was already a pump of 1,800%, and in the previous bull market we had a pump of 3,800%. So now we can see that all of these developers are now finally building on this network, on the stacks network, which is on the decentralized, the only decentralized cryptocurrency, namely Bitcoin. So yes, we could expect, if we're going to see this major parabolic run and that stacks is going to be in this price discovery mode, if we're going to break the previous price movement, the previous highs, we could expect this major pump. And yes, this is going to give you an easy 10x, 1,000% pump all the way to the $22 level. And yes, this is just the conservative price target. We could even see a pump all the way to the $50 level, which would be all the way up here. So this is going to be a percentage gain of 2,300%. But guys, we're going to take it conservative. This is going to be an easy 10x. And remember, if you want to buy all of these cryptocurrencies on the spot market, or even trade them with a leverage, go down in the video description below and sign up to BloFin. But guys, most importantly, make sure to be in my free Telegram group, because I post all of the latest news, and yes, also the results from my Signal group, which I turned into a free Signal group. The only thing that you need to do is sign up to BloFin, send me your UID, and then you get access to my free Signal group. And yes, we've been reckoning some major profits. We are also in the stacks trade, and all of my results are absolutely transparent. So yes guys, all you need to do is buy stacks at the moment, because we can see we are exactly at the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, and the next move is going to come all the way to the 88.6, and eventually guys, we're going to form a new all-time high. So don't wait. Buy stacks exactly now to maximize your Bitcoin holding, because keep in mind, Bitcoin is the only decentralized network, and I get it, a lot of people can't afford to buy one whole Bitcoin, but you can buy several stacks that is going to outperform Bitcoin within this bull market. But most importantly guys, smash up the like button and subscribe, and be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.